Yo, 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 what's up, y'all? We back. Welcome to the Nothing is Off Limits podcast. We back in the spot. New year, new lives, new experience. Let's get it. Man, I'm Sunny Midnight,
This is Karma.
and let's get it started. Yeah, man. Let's go. We got a whole new vibe, no new role in this joint, man. Sheesh.
Absolutely.
This feels a little different. Feels a little
Feels a little
like
different, but man, what you got to talk about?
well, I
2020,
mean,
and it's a
and
lot
I
of stuff
thought
going
you
on.
had something to talk about because you wanted to start on cat.
Yeah, let's start on Cat. Sonny, I got to get your opinion on what we were exposed to, what we heard on the Cat Williams podcast the Cat Williams interview with Shannon Sharp.
Hmm. I mean, we was privileged.
Right, right. What are your thoughts
My
on that?
thoughts, yeah. My thoughts on that was probably one of the best. First of all, that was the best Shannon Sharp episode ever. Second, the, Cat Williams has been saying a lot of the same things over time, and people just didn't want to listen.
Yeah,
And so it's like now, like he was saying, yo, people were stealing my jokes. Oh, yo, Cat, you full of it. Blah 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 blah. Okay, and honestly, I didn't think he was full of it, but I didn't know which joke he was talking about. I mean, there's a billion jokes.
yeah,
But when he brought up the Cedric, and then he said literally which one it was, I had to go
mm-hmm.
and do my research. So I go on to YouTube, and all of a sudden I see Cedric doing the same one. Because I remember Cedric doing the spaceship one on Kings of Comedy. I did not know
Mm-hmm.
he had got that from Cat Williams at Comic View.
Mm-hmm.
So now that kind of them like that like all right. So that was like his best joke
Yeah,
on Kings of Comedy.
right,
That was kind of what I liked said set for because the rest of it was just. But like that was probably the
right.
best one besides the pop locking one, and he stole that one too.
Yeah, that's crazy. But you got to keep in mind, Cat said that Cedric, the entertainer, or doesn't write his. You
Mm,
know,
mm.
there's that, and then he had something to say about Steve Harvey as well, and a
Mr.
couple other
Potato Head.
folks. Uh,
look, look, it was what it was. I mean, I I can't. First of all, I respect Cat Williams to the utmost. That man is a truth teller. I'm always about truth tellers and holding people accountable. He said, "Look, Cedric took it. Cedric came behind the scenes and apologized. He was like, cool,
mhm.
I ain't gonna say nothing. Then all of a sudden, now you going around saying that no, you made up the joke? Nah.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah, I took away the points that Cat Williams made. I think there was some stuff that he exposed about the industry that they may have exposed. I think he lied in any part. In my personal opinion, as far as comedy goes, has their own favorite comedians, but you know, there's only a few that actually funny. The rest of them are entertainers.
Mhm.
And on my list, Dave Chappelle and Cat Williams. You know, it's maybe Eddie Murphy too, but the list starts getting small. Like
Yeah.
I know Kevin Hart funny, to be honest with you. I feel like he had a gimmick using his height,
Well, you
is
want
kind
to said
of
it again because you kind of cut out a little bit, so I'm not sure what you went with. I think like Kevin Hart's team hit the button while you said that because I don't think they was rocking with what you was about to say.
listen, man. They listening. They said, no, cut it." I think Kevin Hart's team. I think Kevin Hart uses his gimmick, as far as him being short, for most of his
Mhm.
jokes and things of that nature. But I
So
don't
you're
think he's
saying like
funnier than Kevin.
it was easy. So you're saying that like it was easy because he was something that was kind of already funny, like it's him being short, it just kind of ran with it, like Monique used to be about being fat.
Right, right. But it's only but so funny, right? Like, okay, now we know you're short. What other new material do you have? It's not original.
Well, I will say he did have some original stuff, like the help me. That wasn't a short joint. That was I'm in the car with my girl. What was it? My back against the wall. Whatever. Like that was probably one of his funniest jokes. So, I mean, I've been a Kevin Hart fan. Do I think that his stand up is better than Cat Williams? No, not at all.
Right.
Do I think that, of course, it's bigger production? Of course. I mean, Kevin Hart is, who they pushed up to kind of, I guess, be like the next Eddie Murphy. But,
Yeah, Williams eyes, he's the plant. So,
well, you said what?
he's the plant.
Oh, yeah. So, not sure. Maybe, I mean, I feel like he might be like it's all assumptions, like we don't know. But when you look at it from the outside looking in, and I mean, maybe Cat Williams is privy to some things that we don't know because he's kind of, I mean, well, he's famous in some of those circles and knows some information. But I remember Kevin Hart just popping up out of nowhere, and I was like, who is this guy? It was like, you didn't hear him on the real come up. I remember I saw him in like I said, Paper Soldiers, and I saw him, but I didn't know who he was at the time. I mean, it was this dude, and I saw him in. I don't remember. I don't remember him really doing stand up on the East Coast. I mean, I never really heard of like me, us being from the DMV. Do you remember like a time like 2005 through like I guess 2010 or something of hearing like, yo, this major Kevin Hart show in the DMV area or Richmond or something?
He wasn't making big moves like that. I
Yeah.
think he was pretty local to the city in Philly. Um,
I
but
think he just met the right people. I think he just met the right people and they put him up there. I'm
yeah,
not gonna go as far as Cat Williams, and I don't know what type of sexual favors were offered or whatever. Like I'm not gonna go that direction. I just feel like maybe he met the right people and they looked at him as maybe the harmless black guy that they could push up to be that guy. But you're starting to see that he's not that guy anymore. Like
yeah,
now after like two DUIs, multiple cheating allegations, and such, he's not the clean cut black guy you could just put around white people and make them comfortable with kind of thing anymore.
yeah. I think you have a point there. But I feel like we could talk about this for a while, man. But I feel like you had mentioned to, well, shoot. I mean, but in a different subject. Moving on to relationships, guys handle things. You want to elaborate on that?
Okay, so again, I think Kevin Hart's team was playing with you on that one and messing with you. So I don't know what you said.
Yeah. They on here, man. They on here. They're monitoring the StreamYard.
No,
They're on here.
I think that it might be because it's storming outside and it's tripping out, but
Actions off and on. So
yeah.
let's move to the next subject topic though, man. As far as you
You
had
said
mentioned
relationships, right?
relationships with guys or maybe women wanting their guy to be a little bit more softer, or not even softer, just more dominant.
Oh, yeah. That was yeah. We talked about that yesterday, and that was a. It's just very interesting how I find that women think there's something wrong with you if you're open or vulnerable or something. Now, I mean, I'm not talking about boohoo crying all like you just, I don't know, broken or something, but you show like some type of compassionate emotion and they start looking at you sideways. Like, and I told you, I think I was going to read these. I had those three text messages that I had, not text messages, but three posts I had put up on social media. And it was hilarious how these two ex-girls hit me up saying, "Are you all right? Is everything okay? It seems like you're going through." And I'm like, "What did you read?
Right.
Like, how did you read this? Because I'm confused." And so, hold on, I'm gonna find these text messages. Not text. I keep saying text messages, but posts. And it's just
Gotcha.
what we see. But yeah, I mean, what do you feel like while I'm looking for this? How do you feel about women, looking down on guys when they try to be open and vulnerable?
I personally feel like choose one, right? I feel like you have two different sides. I feel like you got very strong, independent women that say they don't need a man for nothing.
Hmm.
And them the ones that just like, well, damn, I don't know what to do here. We can't both wear the pants in this relationship. Like one of us has to wear boxers, and it's kind of crazy. And you have the other ones that are asking for men to be a little bit more docile. It's just like you can't have it both ways. It's like, don't you can't really win. That we talked about this before. For women, uh, for searching for a guy is higher than the expectation levels for a man searching for a woman. We don't ask for
Mm,
much. They ask for a lot. You can see it just about everywhere. It yeah, it's crazy.
yeah, and like no, so I found these text messages. I mean, dang, why I keep saying text messages? But all right,
We
so
text.
yeah, so these are the posts that I had put on social media. I
Okay.
said, I realize now that I will not be contacting people I'm not important to. What is the purpose of checking on you when you don't care to check on me? No hate, it's all love, but I am being more secure with who I give my energy to. What does that make you
Yeah.
feel? Like, that's realistic, right?
I mean, that's just like Drake saying, I've been losing friends and finding peace,
Yeah,
fair trade lyrics,
yeah,
from Drake. Same
yeah,
protecting your own energy, that's what you should do.
yeah. And so the next post I put was, I love you. That was it, right? Because I was sending out that love to the universe to anybody that needed to hear it, right?
Yeah.
The last one was, even if the world does not know my name, they will feel my presence.
Yeah.
In those three posts, where do you go? Oh my God, he must be depressed. He must be, he must be ready to jump off a bridge.
Wild accusation right there. I didn't get that from that. I just got a person that's motivated, a person that's ready to get it. Somebody that's trying to leave a look.
Yeah, and so if I'm sitting here just pulling out, I'm showing love, I'm telling anybody that, yo, even if we don't see eye to eye or whatever, and I gotta separate from you, it ain't no hard feelings. And okay, if I'm saying you might not know my name, but you will feel my presence means I have to be here. Like you have to feel my presence. If I'm not present, I'm dead. So I'm sitting here going, why are these girls hitting me up talking about, oh, are you okay? It sounds like you're going through, I'm just checking in on you. Are you okay? Because
Exactly.
what are you eating?
Exactly. You know, um, yeah, that's but it depends, because and we talked about this before. Fight again, it depends on what type of girl you're talking to, their race, if you're dating someone outside of your race, interracial, there's a lot of expectations when it
Mm,
comes to that. For example, black women hold black men at a higher standard than they would, a white man, because he ain't putting up with that. Shaquiqua, whatever, Shaquiqua,
Shaquiqua?
whatever. I
What?
mean,
Shaquiqua?
she ain't. It's only so much that's gonna get by. You know what I'm saying? Like she might be able to put down the black man, but the white dude ain't going for it. You know,
You know what? I think that I- I'd say it's more about black men and black women have been dealing with each other so much that at times it becomes generalized in a sense that like,
yeah,
all right, like you hear them stupid statements. Oh, all black women are terrible. All black men are evil. Blah blah blah. Blah. Like and it's like you've never met all black men. You've never met all black women to say that statement. Like you're talking about the women
right.
you met was a problem,
Mhm.
and or the men that you met was a problem, and then you got to look at yourself. Why'd you pick them? Okay, now that you picked them, why did you stay? And if you saw these issues, why'd you continue to stay? So
Right.
you know, y'all, a lot of times we start pointing the finger at you, it's your fault, it's your fault. If you did this, I wouldn't have did this. No, everything is a choice. I make
Absolutely.
it a point to, if I see something that I know is rubbing me the wrong way, I speak up and say something about it. If I see that nothing is being done about it, I have to now make a decision. Do I tolerate this? Can I tolerate this? Or do I walk away from this? More people are
Absolutely.
afraid to be alone or start over again. I am not going to continue down the same path of destruction with this person that's causing me hell.
Exactly. Now, let me ask you something, Sonny.
Mhm.
Since you had the experience of dating both a black woman and a white woman, can
And an
you
Asian
list
woman
off
and a
some of
Hispanic woman.
and an Asian woman and a Hispanic woman?
I'm all across the
Can you
spectrum, man.
Arab too? I don't know. Can you list off
Huh?
some of the benefits of each of those women in those categories and cons?
Well, I can't necessarily give you benefits or that in a sense of
Ain't
everybody's an
putting
individual, but what I
together,
can
but
say,
yeah,
yeah, what I can say is, in my perspective of what I've seen, For me, can't speak for nobody else. For me, being with a black woman is easy to relate to because you're dealing with a lot of the same struggles. But,
Exactly. Yep.
but a lot of black women have been raised by single mothers who taught them they
Mm,
don't need a man.
yeah.
Now, we can sit there and blame the man and say, well, you weren't there. It's not always because the man didn't want to be there. There's times that the woman has kept the child away from the man, or the woman has lied to the child to poison the relationship with the man. So even when the
Right.
man continues to try, it's a nah, because my mama told me that you said this or this, what so there's more than one reason of like just the man messed up or the man left. Why did the man
Right.
leave? You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So it's not just he cheated on you. It's not that he just beat you. It's not that he just kept lying to you. Maybe y'all just grew apart and he left you and you became bitter and you now are trying to hold this child over his head. That does happen. That is a scenario. But then there is that scenario too where the man is a piece of crap. So, I mean,
Yeah.
but in that realization, a lot of these single mothers have taught women get over on the man. Don't get what you can, and you don't need him. So if one dips out, I mean, they like potato chips now. Oh, I don't like this one no more. Let me go over here. I don't like this one no more. Oh, you just get. Oh, I don't like this no. So that's the problem with a lot of black women is this whole Miss Independent thing. It's great to be independent, but when you're so independent that you don't need a man, or then we become, what's our purpose here? If you keep telling me you don't need me, you know what I'm saying?
So
You know,
basically, we don't need you to be like a man or even think like a man. We just need you to just. We just need women to just kind of, work with us together. Partnership.
we want women to be women. Listen,
Yeah.
even gay guys, there's one that's more masculine and one more feminine. Even with women, two women together, there's there's a reason there's a thing called a butch, or someone that's more masculine and a woman that's feminine. So there's always that dynamic of masculine and feminine. I don't think I've ever seen two feminines together, two masculines
Right.
together. You know what I'm saying? Like no matter what gender it was, I've never seen those two together like that. And if it does happen,
Mhm.
it's a rarity, and I don't know if it worked out, but you know, when you can't do that, because when a man, especially a black man that feels rejected by the world a lot of times, you reject us too, we out.
Exactly.
So
We already
now,
fighting the world. You know,
mhm,
we trying to come home to peace.
exactly. Like, look, men, all men. This is does not just the black men now. All men want peace. I want these women to understand this. We do not care how much money you make. We do not care about
Mhm.
your status. You see men pulling women out of strip clubs. You see women locking down OnlyFans girls. I don't, but some do. You see, a man will look at a Fortune 500 CEO woman and look at this girl that looks at McDonald's, and the girl that at McDonald's is going to rub his back and cook his food, and then the woman that's making all this money and giving him attitude, who's he going to? McDonald's. So,
All day.
women have this weird thought that because they start thinking like men, and Steve Harvey is a problem of that, trying to create that narrative. But women are
Thank
trying
you.
to think like, huh? Well, you said
I
what?
said thank you, Miss. I said thank you, Mr. Potato Head, Steve Harvey.
Yeah, but women are
Golly.
trying. Yeah, women are trying to think like men are. Like, I need to have this status, and I have to have this right and this right to get a good man. No, you do not. All we want you to do is bring us peace in our life. We don't want to go out and fight the world and come here home and fight you. We don't want to be
Exactly.
coming home from a long. Now we understand you work too, so
Mhm.
you're not probably wanting to jump from working an 8 hour, 10 hour day to wanting to cook something. I get it,
Yeah.
but that doesn't mean you don't make attempts. And also the man can step up and make some attempts too to treat you right. Alternate days, find something. But the moment you go
Yeah.
saying I don't cook, I don't this, I don't this, I don't this. Well, I don't this. Bye. Like,
Exactly. Exactly. Because if you don't cook, you better clean. If you don't clean or cook, I don't know what we're doing.
I
I
had a
mean,
girl tell no, I had a girl tell me she didn't cook, she can be petty, and she holds grudges. Why would I lock in with you?
yeah, that's a no-go for me. That's all red flags that you just mentioned. you know? Yeah.
So let's get this right. If I need some food or something, hey, back, you can make me. No. Okay. If something happens, you're going to hold it against me. And then you hold grudges, which means you'll never let it go.
hmm Whatever you said
Really?
6 months ago is fresh on her mind, and she trying with it. You sitting there trying to get some, and you can't even get some because she's mad about the argument you had 6 months ago.
I've
And
been
you
looking
sitting
at
there
this
like,
hat crooked for a minute. It was bothering me.
oh yeah, oh good.
But yeah, go
Um,
ahead. Go ahead. My bad.
nah, you good. But yeah. So yeah, those are some differences, and I think black women get mad at men, black men in particular, when they date outside of their race for whatever reason, and it's mainly because that black man's and most black men try to stick to their race at least at first, and then when they see it's not clicking, that's when they jump off.
Mhm.
Let
You know
me
what
let.
though? What I've noticed with a lot of black women is, and it's like you said, they hold us to a different standard. If
Oh yeah,
you a black woman working at McDonald's and I'm a black man working with you in McDonald's, you're gonna look lower down on me like I ain't crap because I work with
yeah.
you. But you doing the same thing I'm doing.
Same
You
thing,
know what I'm
same
saying?
salary.
Now because they want us, if they making 20,000, they want us to make 100,000. If they make
Exactly.
50,000, they want us to make 300,000. If they make 100,000, they want us to make 1,000,000. It's like,
Jeez.
shorty, first of all, do you not understand that 5% of America makes over $100,000?
Small,
5%.
like small.
You are
hmm
cutting your chances to the slimmest margin possible. Then you expect this man to be able to take you to Roof Chris, PF Chains, and all his joints. But if he takes you to the Cheesecake Factory, that is not a cheap place to go. Okay. Or they take you to Olive Garden, which is a nice restaurant. Oh, that's beneath
It is.
you. You work
hmm
at McDonald's or you work at some place where you don't even go there like that by yourself, but you're expecting the man to be able to. Where's your help come in? And what are you offering? Because if we're sitting up in here paying $200 per meal, that means you need to just shut up and do what I tell you to do. I don't want to hear your I don't want to hear your complaints. I don't want to hear nothing. It's okay if I'm providing all of this, then come home, get naked, and give me some. That's it. Like we don't need to have no
Pretty
discussion.
much. Pretty
It's
much.
ho-
I
it's
mean,
ho it's
yeah.
hoeing.
I mean, I think dating these days is kind of crazy because of those expectations, like you mentioned. If the woman works at McDonald's and makes, and she wants her man to make 100,000 or more, and vice versa, it's just like that's not realistic. Like what you shooting for is not realistic. Like you can barely afford Cheesecake for yourself. Like why are you looking down on Cheesecake Factory? Like
Why you looking down on Cheesecake Factory?
what Cheesecake Factory got to do? What did they do for? I think we just need to,
No,
follow.
because it's because they're not trying to get to know you. They're not trying to be with you. They're trying to get from you. I tell a woman all the time, any woman, I don't care what color she is. First date, we either going for a walk or we going to Starbucks. I ain't spending more than $10 because I want to get to know you. Now, there's levels to this. Once we go out to get drinks, get tea, go for a walk, go whatever, something that doesn't cost that much because I'm trying to talk and get to know you. I'm not taking you to the movies. I can't talk to you there. We're watching something. So we're going to talk. If that works out, we go to step 2. Step 2 is now going to dinner. Dinner is not Roof Chris. Dinner is going to be some restaurant that's cool. That might be an Olive Garden. That might be a Chili's if that thing still exists. I don't know. I ain't been there in forever. That might be a I don't know. Give me something. Maybe Japanese steakhouse. Depending on how good it went. Like
Red Lobster. I don't
yeah,
know.
Red Lobster. Something. Yeah, it's gonna be that. It's the next evolution. If that goes well, and we decide to keep going, then let's do something higher. Maybe do an activity. Let's go indoor rock climbing. Let's go to the trampoline. I don't know, something. Like let's do something with putt golf. But there's evolutions to the way I date. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm never just stop it like staying here because the reason why, and before all the women start calling me cheap, which is cool because I'll be the one. I'll be the cheap one. The reason why is because that's what simps and suckers do. The reason being is when I was one of them simping suckers back in my early 20s and whatnot, dating women in mid 20s, first date, PF Chang's, first date, Red Lobster, first date, Japanese steakhouse. This is $70, $80, $100 per date that's going nowhere. These are first dates.
You sound. I
don't know what you said. What you cut out?
I said I was the same way. I was the same.
Yeah, like that's like, dude. I'm literally all I'm doing is feeding the homeless at this point, pretty much. Like, like we're going on dates. We're realizing we don't connect, and now you've just gotten an incredible meal, and all I got was your time.
Exactly. And
When
don't
is
let her
your
have.
time more valuable than mine?
She might ask you to pay for a meal for a kid too.
I saw that video too, bruh. If the speaking of kids, wait, you know what? Let's not get there. Let's hold that. All right, so that was sisters. Let's move to the white girl.
Okay, white.
All right,
white women.
the reason why, yeah, white women. The reason why a lot of brothers go to white women is because they come off so much easier. Women, like black women, can be very intense and aggressive. A lot of men don't want that. Like we want relaxed and chill and hey Becky, can you go make me a sandwich? Okay. Yeah,
I agree with you there.
Yeah, like dude, I'm gonna tell you the first time that ever happened to me, because I had dated nothing but sisters up until like I want to say between 18 through No, no, like, well, no, I'm gonna skip over the marriage part. So I'm gonna go back to, I'm gonna go to, let's say 24 to 30. Was dating nothing but sisters, nothing but sisters, nothing but sisters.
6 years, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Dated a white girl. Man, I slipped up one time, and I'm sitting back, and she's walking to the kitchen. I said, "Hey, you think you can make me a sandwich?" And I said, "Oh man, she's gonna say no. Let me get up real quick." She said, "Okay." Wait. So you are gonna make me a sandwich? Yeah. What do you want?
You thought you was being pranked.
Uh, yeah. Can you make me like a peanut butter and jelly? Yeah. You want something to drink? I get a drink too. like, like no argument, no nothing. Because most of the black women that I've dealt with, not all black women. Once again, I'd like to reiterate that I've dealt with, it was they would be going to the kitchen. Oh, and yo, can you get, if I'm going to the kitchen or whatever, hey baby, can you give me some like water or some juice or something? Oh yeah, sure, no problem. They walk into the kitchen, hey baby, can you give me some water? Your legs ain't broke. You can't get it yourself, bruh,
Yeah.
bruh.
Yeah.
Two, my birthday has been ruined twice by two different black women. After on their birthdays and dating them, I dated both of these girls. I dated one, spent a bunch of money. This was like probably I want to say 2006 or whenever that Beyonce surprise album came out, 2006, 2007.
Oh, yeah.
That joint dropped. I knew she really wanted it. I bought that, took her to dinner, bought her flowers, did this, did that, blah blah blah. Right? My birthday come around. She go, "What you want to do?" I'm simple. You ain't got to do nothing crazy for me. So, but I didn't even, I'm going, yo, let's go to the movies. Idlewild had just came out, right? So
Yeah.
we go down to the Hoffman, which if y'all don't know, this is in the DMV. This is Alexandria, Virginia. There's the Hoffman building, and they got the multiplex. And so we go down to the Hoffman, and as we get into the lobby, I realized I left my wallet in the car in the little mid section. I said, "Hey, hold on real quick. I got to run back to the car and get my wallet." She goes, "No, don't worry about it." I'm like, "You sure?" They're like, yeah, I got it. Da, da, da. Okay, so it's my birthday. So I'm thinking in my mind, she's saying this because it's my birthday. She's going to help take care of me.
Yeah.
So she
Makes
buys
sense.
the tickets. She buys the popcorn. We get into the movie, and all of a sudden, she just has this stone face. And I'm going, what's going on? Like, I don't understand. Like, why are you upset? Nothing. Okay, so I'm just doing every little goofy thing I can to make her crack us because I have no idea what just happened. Her mood just switched.
All right.
Movie's over. We get back to the car. We're driving down the street. And she just turns and looks at me and goes, "I can't believe you made me pay for your movie."
What?
What?
Oh boy.
I was like, hold up. I told you I left my wallet in the car. I lifted the mid joint and wallet right there, right? Pulled it out. Of course, had money in it. And I'm going, I told you I could go back. I thought that you were paying this because it's my birthday. That's why you said that. No, like I can't believe that. Like, who does that? And makes me, pay for your ticket and your popcorn. I didn't ask you to. You offered, but now I see you offered because you thought that I was trying to scam you or something. Dude, first of all, it's my birthday. So I was like, all right, cool. How about all the shit that I got on your birthday? Just give it on back. And I'm gonna just take you home. We done, right? That was one birthday. Second birthday, same thing occurred, just no movie theater. I went did all this stuff on her birthday. My birthday come around, she come over. I'm like, yo, we doing anything? Nah, whatever. Like, no. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm broke this week. Like, dude, you didn't even get me a damn card. You just drove an hour to my house, which requires gas.
So
But
what?
you
I guess
couldn't.
you got the birthday. Yeah.
You said what?
Gave you the little birthday sex and was like,
She didn't give me no
okay,
birthday
happy-
sex.
She got to go.
Yeah,
It's
no,
the-
like, bruh. She came there. We got into that argument because of the fact that I was like, dude, you didn't even think of me at all. And then it was like,
That's crazy.
then we just huffing and puffing. And then it was like, I'm sitting there laying in bed all night. She's laying right next to me, and I'm going, I ain't even get no birthday ass. Like, really? The bare minimum?
Bare minimum.
all I needed was you to be bare and have on minimum. What's that? Nothing. She like, dude, but that same girl not only ruined my birthday, she ruined my Philadelphia trip. She like that girl was. She has so many damn problems. This shit was ridiculous. But
Went to Philadelphia. What?
No. That was before.
Oh.
Yeah. But going back to the white girl, she makes things seem easy at first. Okay. The thing that we generally run into is the cultural difference. That cultural difference is what separates a lot of white people from black people anyway. You know, she doesn't understand the plight of what black people go through, and she doesn't understand the full effect. So when I feel something some type of way, it can be looked at as an over exaggeration or being over dramatic or blah 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 blah. And then the things that she is having a problem with from her side seems so minuscule to us because it's like, you're really going on meltdown over that? like that happens to me. I'm like, whatever. Oh, I can't believe that she talked to, she said that to me. Okay. Like, dude, everybody gets disrespected at some point in time or gets talked to in a tone we don't like or something. Have a boss that talks to us in a tone that makes us want to smack the crap out of them. But you're going on full meltdown of things that really that seem so insignificant in my world. And then you got to talk about the family dynamic. Does the family even approve? Or do they even like black people?
They might not. They might be from somewhere where, it's not too many black people around. One of them small towns in Idaho or something.
Yeah, like the last jump that I was messing with, I told you about. Man, went to that city. I saw all but one other black person in there. We saw each other and just gave ourselves because we was like, yo, like I thought I was in the Atlanta milk because I was just like, it was no other black person in sight. Just like I'm looking like I'm uncomfortable. She tried to invite me to.
Well, what was the location? What city?
Oh, this was Westminster, Maryland.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, but it was just like, well, another black person in sight, and I'm uncomfortable the same way she tried to invite me to some party, and I'm like, yo, am I gonna be the only black person here? Because we have to ask this question because so many times we've been put in situations where we're the only black person there. All of a sudden, all the white people want to ask us these questions like we know every black answer. And then they want to, and then some of them want to try to challenge us because they think that because we're black, okay. Also, what do you think about BLM? oh, what do you think about like why do black people be looting?
Right.
First of all black people don't loot, but white people loot too. Asian people loot,
It's
Hispanic people loot. I mean, so, but so they'll start getting emboldened to ask certain questions they don't need to be asking. Because I'm not
of
sitting up in
course.
here asking why is your hair straight? Can I feel your hair? Like, why can't y'all dance? Why you ain't got no rhythm? Why half of y'all ain't got no booty? Like, why you like I ain't asking stupid questions like that? Like, like, so why are you asking me all these dumb questions like I'm a pet in the zoo? Ooh, black man. Like, no, no, that's uncomfortable. And I'm not saying all white
Basically,
people do that, but
yeah. Okay, okay. So these are very interesting dynamics for hopefully, you guys are paying attention here. Sonny has mentioned what it's like to be with a black woman versus what it's like to be with
no, wait,
a
wait, wait,
white
wait. Let's
woman.
let's change. Let's just change that narrative. No, no, no. I'm saying what it was like for me. Might be different for y'all. Like,
Oh
and I'm
yeah.
not trying to teach nobody. I'm not trying to teach nobody nothing. I'm just only
No, we
giving my
just learn
experience.
from
But
experiences. That's all.
yeah, yeah. But
That
I will. Let's move on to the Hispanic women.
okay.
Hispanic women have the spice of a black woman with the domestication of a white woman.
Mm,
I love Spanish women. Only problem is just like the white side, it depends. Their family can be very racist depending on who they are, where they come from. Uh,
damn.
Unfortunately, my daughter's mother's, parents were very, were they didn't like black people. I never met them to this day.
Oh, they really?
My daughter 15.
But they mentioned God.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. They met her, you know, but
Hmm,
it's been 15 years. I've never seen them a day in my life. You know,
that's crazy.
so it's yeah. So and that's on them. I'm not, and of course I'm not saying all Hispanic families are like that, but that's kind of the thing is any race outside of black are there's a potential that their family, their brother, sister, mother, whatever is racist.
Right.
Even Middle Easterns. The first time I was called the N word was by an Indian dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy, because of the put on them, based off of things and that happened. It's like y'all don't really have a like, is you know,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
it is
surprised.
what it is. And just like, and even with Asian women, like, Asian women can be hit and miss. I mean, the couple of ones that I dated could be very, very possessive. Like
Oh, really?
they want your attention 24/7 type of possessive.
24. Can't
Yeah.
can't do that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like
you you gonna have
I
to
had to break up. No, I had to break up with the girl because she, it was like she just kept hitting me, hitting me, hitting me, hitting me, hitting me, hitting me. And I'm like, yo, I gotta work. I got a child. I got other things I gotta do. I'll talk to you later. And she always wanna hit me. She always wanna FaceTime. She always wanna get together. She always wanna get together. And it's like, yo, dude, pump your brakes, please. Like, you're a good person. I'll rock with you. I like your energy, but you smothering.
yeah. Is that I'm assuming the family dynamics the same as far as the family may or may not like black folks still.
Yeah, I mean, because there's a lot of Asian, and it's generally the older generation, the older generations of these different cultures that may or may not have a problem with African, Africans, African Americans. So we're just African originated people. So our skin color doesn't doesn't make us monsters.
Yeah,
If anything, our skin is built for resiliency. So,
yeah, yeah. Yeah, and you're absolutely right. It's crazy to this day. That people still think that way. But I think that's an interesting dynamic. Just sharing your experiences on women that you dated from multiple races. It, I'm curious though, did you notice things that they all had in common or were completely different from each spectrum? Like,
um, well, with all of them, when they're loving, man, you feel amazing. Like, I mean, but there's nothing like a woman's love, man. I mean, woman's love and affection, man. Like, I mean, for me, you know, every race that I've dated, when they were showing me that love, it was good. But when it came to that other side, it could be rocky. But it also depends too on their upbringing and what type of traumas they got, what type of baggage they holding. If they, there's a lot of components that make up a person. So that's why it's always so difficult to find that right person, is because you have to put these puzzle pieces together, and it's not like a 10-piece puzzle piece. It's like a 500 set. And you trying to
yep,
put these pieces together to find the right match for you.
gotcha, gotcha. Okay, I got to ask you a scenario-based question, Sonny. So it's more of a what would you do?
Yeah, go
So,
ahead.
all right. So let's just say, since you mentioned women, women from different races that been in a relationship with. Let's just say you were in a relationship with one. Things have gone well. You guys been in a relationship for 3 or 4 years now, right?
Mhm.
Hypothetically, that you go to work every day, you work your 40 hours, you come home, she usual time, 9 to 5, stuff like this. But on a certain particular day, maybe your boss or supervisor says, you know what, you can go home. We're slow. So you go home, you expecting your girlfriend or your wife at the time to be making it home, minding their business.
Mhm.
You come home, you see you enter the door, you see another pair of men's shoes on the ground. You're like, what the hell? That don't look like my that don't look like my shoes. But
Uh-huh.
maybe you're a little still curious, so you're walking. Now you're calling for your girl. She's not answering. You're like, what the hell? Where's she at? You
Mm.
go to the kitchen. She's not in the kitchen. You go to the living room. She's not in the living room. You walk into the bedroom and you see your girlfriend. You know,
Wait,
and
I see my
basically
girlfriend. What you cut out on that? I see what?
you see your girlfriend giving head to another man. And scenario, do you take your frustration and anger out? Well, not frustration and anger, but do you argue and did you do this
No.
to me? Do you go to the other guy and proceed to fight and say, hey, it's on site. What you doing with my or do you just leave?
I laugh, and
That's
uh,
a
if
scenario
it's
to laugh at, but
no. But if it's my house, y'all need to
it's
go
your
ahead and
house.
pack your stuff up and roll. If it's her house, I'll roll. If it's our house,
Nah,
yeah, y'all
it's
both
it's
got to
your
get the
house.
hell out anyway. Yeah, okay, well then, yeah, you still gotta, like, you either got to get out, or I'm gonna roll out. One of the two, but whichever is easiest for me. Because if I say, "Hey, yo, you got to roll out," nah, I'm staying. Okay, cool, I'll roll. That's it. Like because I'm not arguing with nobody that broke my trust. Why did I don't need to know why you did it. I don't care why you did it. I don't care if it was alcohol. I don't care if it was impulse. I don't care if I made you mad. I don't care if something happened in your life that made you sad, that made you have a slip in judgment. I don't care. Because at the end of the day, the act was still done. I'm not kissing
Yeah.
you. See, here's the difference. When I get with you,
Mhm.
your body resets now. Now everything is that's going forward is all me. So if I'm gonna kiss you in the mouth, even though you had probably did whatever with me, that was with me. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
kiss you in the mouth after you didn't sloppy toppy the next man.
That's why
So
we don't ask about their past. We don't
I don't care about your past.
their sexual
I
past. You're not trying to hear
but
that for a kiss.
yeah,
You just
but
want to
I'm
make
saying
sure.
like no. I'm saying that at our age, we know if she done got, especially if she got kids, we know that she did some things.
Oh,
Like it's inevitable. Like you don't get kids without doing some things. And
of course,
if
of course.
and if you unless you a 40-year-old virgin, which 95% are not, she did some things. So why am I sitting here worried about the things she did? Look, as long as you healthy, let's proceed. So, if you got something off with you or something because you did some things, then nah, I'm sorry, I cannot. But if you healthy, I'm healthy, let's get to it. Because now from straightforward, everything that's rocking with you ain't got no other woman's coochie juice going in you. You ain't got no other girl's coochie juice going in your mouth.
Right.
So I don't want no D breath coming to me.
Would you handle the situation the same if that if that was a woman instead of a man that your girl was cheating with?
I'd laugh
Or
harder.
would because some guys may not handle that situation the same if it was a woman. You know what I'm saying? It's just now at least you know. Well, I guess you could say that. Now at least
I
you
think it's
know.
worse for the woman. I mean, I think it's worse for the woman to walk in on two men than a man walking in on two women.
Right, right. Because at some point he's gonna still see if he can get that threesome.
No,
If
no,
he,
not even not the threesome. Oh, you talking about the two women?
the two women, yeah,
Oh, yeah,
absolutely.
yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. I'm about to say,
That's every man.
yeah, yeah.
That's every man's most part. You know, most guys
Not,
anyway.
not mine.
You
I
ain't
never
never
had.
want a threesome.
Too much work.
If your girl brought another girl and said, "I want to,"
No, I'm selfish. I'm very
wow.
selfish. It's just me and you. Look, one thing about me is I'm not a good
She's bringing in
multitasker.
another girl.
Hold on. I am not a good multitasker. And
Okay.
I do not like being confused. Because what happens if I'm in that bed and I'm tapping my girl and then I turn around and tap this girl and I feel like, woo, this is better than this joint over here. Now I'm trying to tap some more of this. And now if I'm spending more time over here, how's she gonna feel?
Oh, you're gonna hear
You
about
know
it
what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
Of course. Like it's too messy. It's too messy. It's too much drama. I don't like anything with too many personalities involved. There's a reason why many teams don't work out. It's too many personalities. So I like my things very simple, very confined, very small. I don't need to, like, I've never participated in a train. I don't ever want to. Never had a desire to. I don't want to participate in a threesome. I don't care if it's 5 women. If it's 5 women, I'm gonna say one at a time. The 4 of you line up outside the door. One in, all right, bop, 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 get out. You come in now, bop, 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 get out. I'd rather do that than have all of them at the same time. And I gotta go, like, no, I'm not doing all that. That's too much for me. Like that's I'm a chill dude, man.
Okay, because I asked that, Sonny, because the idea that keeps popping up and it's very popular in African cultures, a
Multiple
man
wives.
having more than multiple wives, basically.
Hmm.
Um,
I couldn't do it.
and I was like you at first, but let me at least try to explain some of the benefits of that function. If you had, say,
Go ahead.
I'm just saying, say if you had 3 wives, say hypothetically if you had 3 wives, or if I had wives, and we
What,
were
wait,
living
what was
in
that like? Samson? What was that? Samson or something? Who had 3 wives?
yeah, one of the Bible stories, he had multiple wives. You're right. Um, so in this day and time, if I had 3 wives and they were all working and they had pretty good jobs, that's 3 incomes in one household. Keep that in mind, right? So you have that. Of
Whoa,
course,
whoa, 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 whoa. First of all, African wives don't work.
oh, they work. I mean, it just makes sense, and they don't have to all be African. If you more than likely, if you have 3 wives, more than likely there are of different races.
No, 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 no. But the culture of the African, there's a lot of parts of African culture that embraces the multiple wives, just like there's parts of Indian culture. But you're going to have a very, very, very tough time trying to get multiple different cultures to agree to that type of, like,
I don't know.
you gotta be a damn near a billionaire with girls that understand what it is, or not even a billionaire, but like at least had like 50 million or something, or a significant amount of money where these girls can go, I'm cool, like just hanging around and having sex and whatever, like, but they're not going to just say, you know what, you as a dude, you are so damn dope that I am going to work, she's going to work, and she's going to work and bring all this money back to you. Like, dude, you living in a
No, it's not.
fantasy with that one.
It's a household, so it's just like it's their money, but they're contributing to the household. So whether
And the
whether it's
moment you step out of line, you are out of that household, and it's just 3 women living in that household as roommates.
and then they replace that guy with another guy that will probably be like, yeah,
Yeah, but you are the one out.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's
I
not
mean,
gonna work, dude.
you don't think so?
You have no. The only way that works is if they don't have to work and they are comfortable. If they are comfortable and not having to work, and they can just chill, and you just, hey, yo, come break me off. Yes, there's a reason why there's called sugar daddies and sugar mamas. But if you're telling them, nah, you're gonna marry me, you're gonna marry me, you're gonna marry me, and you're all gonna get jobs and bring that home.
Okay,
None of them are going for that.
but still, if you have 3 wives, maybe you could say I'll get one pregnant, and then the other 2 will just be chilling until that one's pregnant, and then help raise that one's baby, and then the other one gets pregnant, and
Man,
then
you went to Dreamland last night to come up with this one, because this
you don't think it'll work.
never in bro. The only way that could have worked, and it has worked in the past, and I mean far past, before internet. Yeah, there was times where dudes had 3 wives. You got one in Cincinnati, you got one in Detroit, you got one in Memphis. Yeah, and you cycling around. Oh, I got to travel for business and all that. But yeah, that's how that used to move around. With the internet and everything connected, you can't move like that no more. So that's out of the question. Then The woman wanting to just be a Susie homemaker is out of the question, but she's going to be Susie homemaker if you making enough money. And on top of that, most women don't even like if they working, they either like we talked earlier, they want you to be higher than them. So you're gonna have to make sure that they don't have a job that's better than yours. Because you ain't just gonna sit at home while they bring that's a pimp. And pimping without out of style probably in the 80s. Ain't no girl trying to be pimped. I mean, there's a couple girls that's they might get caught up at that young age and might get, and I'm talking about in America. I don't know what's going on in Asia and Africa
They
and
probably
Europe and
still
all that.
pimping somewhere. It's probably
Oh no, I know they still. No, I know they are.
There's probably a Spanish pimp with a purple hat and a purple suit on doing his thing.
Nah, but they don't even call it pimping no more. It's called it's sex trading now. But most of these people, which is horrible, is kidnapping these women and throwing them in sex trafficking. So you don't want to go that route either. So it's just it's not gonna work. That's all I say. But if you hit the lottery and let's say you get anything over 100, like 160, 50 million, women will conform to that money.
Of course. You got 160 mil. They're gonna be like, "Yep, we can offer."
No, not 160. Like I said, 100 or 60, like 60, like 50 million or above. Anything that's like hell, it'd probably be 10 million. They'd still do it. Like anything where you're financially secure. Like women rush to financial security. Men run to attractiveness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're not running to a woman going, "Ooh, she gonna make me financially secure." We don't do that.
Yeah.
Like we go, "Ooh, look at the fat ass."
Of course.
She looks at us and she goes, like, she'll look at a dude 1 minute and go, "You don't look like nothing." But then she'll see him whip out that black card and go, "Ooh, hey, Big Daddy." Like, that's how it goes.
That is how it goes, man. We look for attractiveness and they look for financial security. And it is what it is, So,
but it's a fun concept, but one, I wouldn't want it, and two, I don't think that it would work unless you had serious chips.
Okay. That's fair. I'm glad you put some insight on that.
I know. I feel like I broke your heart.
Damn, that might not work.
Look, man, I deal in reality, and I deal in real like logic. From what I've seen, and I know what you've seen. Dude, come on, you know that. You have a hard enough time getting a girl to go to one job, and if she make more money than you, man, it's very difficult for a woman to not throw that at you some type of way, and for the man to not feel a certain type of way about hearing that.
Gotcha. Now I'm gonna take a different angle, but let's talk about online dating, and I want to talk about how dating in itself has become more difficult per se, for most people per se, in 2024 than it was, say, back in, I don't know, 2004 or 2014 or whatever. Feel like now,
like the different feel of it.
Yeah, it's less personal. It's all through apps or social media for the most part.
Mhm.
The dynamics of what women want and their expectations, of men are higher, and I just kind of feel like, and this might come off as Samuelish, so I full verbatim, but I just kind of feel like, it's like women from 20 to about 35 or so. I get it, maybe they're chasing, you know, the expense, the
Mhm.
guy, but I feel like sex that it because you bring in these dating apps like Tinder, Hinge. I'm trying to think of some
Wait, wait.
more.
Well, let me stop you for a second though. There has always been a form of distance dating. Is it back in the day? It was called call mail, and then they
Was
had
it really?
yeah, and
Oh man,
then
I did not know.
on yeah, they had call mail where you or pin letters. You had um they would put ads in newspapers, single female looking for like this was in the 90s, in the 80s. They personal ads, the personal ads.
I
So
just found that out today. So,
oh well, yes, it's always been around. It's just that it wasn't as popular then. It was like people were still doing because they were looking for someone, but even in the personal ads, it was like really in the local newspapers and the surrounding towns. Now it's just on a bigger scale now. So I knew that dating online was the future back in 2005, 2006,
mm,
because it's inevitable. First of all, technology is forever growing, and two, when it's very difficult to meet someone in your area, that you're going to connect with. But when you go online, you can actually see if you have any similarities before you even talk to them. Like, oh, I like basketball and football, and I like music and this type of music, and I like this and this and this. Oh, crap, I like that too. Message, hey, how are you doing? Want to get to know you. I met my ex-wife on MySpace.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it,
Mm,
it's it's been around. It's just that people have tried to kind of shame it, like, oh, you're not getting out and finding somebody in the area, whatever. Well, guess what though? There's 7 billion people or more in this world, and I'm only limited to this area. But if I go online, I can expand my search.
you're right.
So
You're right.
now I don't meet the last ex ever in life if it's not an online app because she lived an hour and a half away. The other one, an
Mm,
hour and a half away. The other one was in Centerville. The other one was in Lorton. Like if I live in Springfield those times, I will probably
mm,
never run into you unless it's maybe at the mall or something, and we don't know each other, so we're just gonna walk right past each other like we ghosts.
yeah.
But so I've always been a champion of online dating. It's just, now I think some people get more hurt because it's like now you have more opportunities, but you still haven't found something, and then you start to go, damn, is it me? And you like, and it's like, no, it's not that. It's just, if you look at it from the dynamic of the girl is probably getting 1 billion likes a day, right?
Yeah.
She's trying to cipher through all these dudes to find out which one she want to talk to. The guy is sending out all the freaking likes and barely you'll see anything back. So then you start to go like, dang, am I ugly or something? Like, what's going on? Like, but that's just the dynamic of it because if we're at the bar, if I walk up to a girl,
Hmm.
I'm gonna get my answer right then and there. Whereas I'm gonna send this message out or this like out, and I have to just wait to see if you even want to say yes or get back to it or what. because none of them are really just honestly, really, none of them are gonna hit you up and say, "Nah, no, thank you, I don't want to talk to you." No, they'll just not talk to you.
Right. Right. Yeah, I mean, I think there's a difference. I think, like you said, back in the day, you could go up to a girl, at the club or whatever, and hey, how you doing? What's your number? And you'll pretty much know if she's interested or not from there.
But let me ask you this real quick. I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you though. Being in the club,
Mhm,
you're single, I'm
mhm,
single. Our
mhm,
club days are behind us, which means it didn't work. So
mhm,
we've gone in the club. I've gone in the club, and I know we've gone to the club together a couple times, and them lights will be very,
mhm.
very dark, and you'll be sipping on a little, sipping on that sauce, and you dancing, and you think you got something, and then them lights come on.
It's happened to the best. You sit there, you sitting there, man, and the thing is, she probably got a nice little body too. So you're probably not all the way in the wrong. And maybe
No, bro, you saw them lights come on and go, ooh, shit. Because I
that's when you
did
bail.
too.
You just, I mean, I've had those situations. I'm sitting there, I was sauced, and I was dancing with, a nice little jank, and she had a nice body, and I had the
Mm.
shades on, so on top, lights come on, and I'm like, let me take my damn shades off. Oh shit! Put the shades back on. Hey, wait right here. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. And I'm sitting there looking for you and Don, and I'm like, we gotta go. Let's go now. I got
Look,
a whole
we've all made the mistake, bro. I mean, I danced with a joint damn near all night. We was grooving, it was feeling good. I was, of course, I was sauced out on the Henny and Coke, and we grooving. And I remember the lights flickered for whatever reason. Like lights came on for like I don't even want to say flickered. It came on for like 2 or 3 seconds, and it was
that was the
like
DJ.
it was like
That
this, right? So because of course I'm pretty tall. I'm about 6'2", and lights come on. I look down. She looks up, and my body shifts, and then the lights went back off. And so we dancing again, but now I have this image in my head. I said,
God.
"Oh Lord!" And so I'm like, "No!" Like, and of course, yes, this sounds very, very superficial and crap. This is 22, 21 years old. Whatever. But yeah, it was very superficial. But but
Yeah.
I was sitting here, I saw that, and man, she was hanging on me for the rest of the night, and I was just trying to find ways to get away. And I feel bad. I feel bad to say that now because I mean, she probably wasn't even that bad looking, But
Hey,
at that
like I said,
age,
we didn't know no better.
no, at that age, we was looking. I was looking for a Beyonce Maya
Of
lookalike.
course.
Like if you did not resemble in any type of way some Beyonce Maya J Lo, some type of joke like that, I really wasn't checking for them too often, and probably to my detriment because Lord knows when I did find them, they wasn't nothing but a headache.
Mm. So when you found those lookalikes, they were worse off than what you had.
Man, they made you want to punch walls.
That's an interesting scenario. Uh, a really good looking girl, like a solid 10. Maybe she's a Beyonce lookalike, everything, but with a bad attitude.
I don't
10
ever
body.
want a 10. I don't
Would you
ever
date?
want a 10. Like at this point in my life, I want a 7.
I was gonna say,
I want. But you said what?
date a girl that's about a 5 with a great
No.
attitude. She's a 5 though.
Oh.
Maybe she don't work out. You know,
No.
but
If she's a
attitude in it.
5, no. If she's a 5, she has to be. That personality has to wow me so much that I can overlook that I might not be that attracted to her. But a 7 for me is you're at a good attractive level and you got a good mindset. Of course, there's going to be some disagreements here and there. And of course, you don't look like a supermodel, which I don't need anyway. But
Yeah.
you at that sweet spot. I don't want 10 because if you a 10, you think you a 10. And then you gonna act like a 10. Oh, you need to buy me this, buy me my Gucci bag, buy me this, buy me that. And half of those 10s ain't even 10s. They inflated.
Yep.
Like literally. So the 9s are too close to the 10s because they got a couple of. I'm regurgitating something somebody else said. I can't remember who said it because I want to give them credit for that because this is not my saying. But that 9 is too close to the 10. I think it was Corey Holcomb that might have said this. But a 9 is too close to a 10. So she's had a couple of dudes already tell her she a 10. So she believe in that. But the 8 is a little bit more reasonable, but she's still on that spectrum of, and that attitude is still kind of light where it's like, okay, yeah, you look good and I'm gonna put up with you longer. But eventually it's like, but that 7's the sweet spot. I look for a girl with that 7. Like I see you and go, oh, she's cute. And then, we go and it's like, yo, your personality is amazing and you cute. Not blowout beautiful, but you cute. That's good enough for me.
Okay. All right. This is. I think for me, I think I would stay in that 8 range. I don't need a 10 either, but I'll take a little bit of attitude. Spice it up. Too crazy. That 9 is crazy. You getting crazy attitude, like you said. They think they're a 10. And and that's just a dangerous road to be on. And a 10 is just too much. So.
Yeah. I mean, but see, and that's cool because we different. I mean, what we tolerate is always going to be different. Yeah, like I mean, even my last joke. I mean, she was probably I'd give it a 6. She was a 6, but unfortunately, and all the numbers don't mean that they gonna work that same way. Because even though she was a 6, that attitude was terrible. Like she had the attitude of like a 8, 9. It was like, no, like this ain't gonna work.
Okay.
Like
right.
you ain't that special when you ain't that bad. I'm sorry.
Right. Yep. Okay. I hear you. Damn. Yeah, she was a 6 with the attitude. It's crazy.
Yeah, she always used to say, "Oh, I'm different. I'm special. I'm you." I'm like, yo, shorty, we all individuals. We're all unique. Like you sitting up here trying to put yourself above the rest, and it's like, nah, you a 6. like, and barely that. So, like, but you try to give people chances and see where it's gonna lead. So, that just didn't lead anywhere. But yeah, nah, man.
Okay. Got you. Well, the last topic I got for you is the most interesting. It's about a guy. I think was he from Nevada? Yeah, Nevada. The guy from Nevada was being tried. He got into a brawl, is my understanding, and had to go to court to hear his sentence. And I guess he had a past, and he was asking the judge to be for leniency for probation, and I guess he just knew that he was getting probation. So when the judge said, "You know what, sir, yes, then I don't think you've learned your lesson. We're going to try a different way and go and give you some jail time," he proceeded to clear uh, the judgment. Have been to, hopefully you guys haven't had the experience of going to court, but even if you've been to a traffic court, the judge
Mhm.
benches pretty high.
Yeah, my man has springboards in them feet.
You gotta, and the video of him shows him clearing it. Like he doesn't leg on the bench or anything. He clears the bench and gets to her smooth. Like I just got to get your thoughts and opinions on that, Sonny. Like how you feel after with seeing that event.
Okay, so if you talk to my dad, the whole video was fake. If you talk to other people, they say they think it's real. Me personally,
Okay.
I don't care whether it was fake or real. My thing is, it's only one or two things. If it's fake, did it entertain? And if it's real, he's an idiot. Because now the jail time that you were going to get, which was probably going to be something under a year, 3 months, a month, 6 months, you've now turned that into probably 10 years. So, yeah, we can appreciate the springboard, but you could have used that springboard on the basketball court or something. Now you in the jail basketball court with this. I hope you're doing windmills in jail. Like, that's stupid. Like, you've literally given yourself additional time, but then again, was she wrong? Because if she said he's there for assault, right? And she says, I don't think you've learned your lesson. And then he assaults. I mean, was she wrong? Bro got a problem keeping his hands to himself.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's difficult. I'm not trying to overanalyze this, but I think everybody can mostly agree that uh, the criminal justice system is African Americans. It's not a fan of Black people. They don't work for Black. The system's not built to work for Black people. It's built to work against Black people. So
Mm.
once you take that in context, you should never really think that the system's going to be on your side. There's a reason why it's predominantly, white judges, white lawyers, white police officers, etc.
But wait, hold on, no. I agree with you on all of that. But in this instance, I can only go by the facts. And I'm saying for the world, hypothetically, if this thing really happened, if this is a real video, this really happened. He's there for assault. He
Yeah.
assaults the judge. What's the consistency?
In that case, he literally proved the judge's point. And like you said, if it is a real, it was probably one of the dumber decisions he's made in his life.
Put that
But
boy in solitary confinement. He cannot be around other humans because nobody should make you mad that you want to clear an 8-foot gaveling desk to hit a judge and a woman at that. So
right,
let's take in all of the F ups. Let's count them down. You get caught for assault. You get found guilty of assault. You pole vault over the joint and assault
pretty much.
a white woman. Now let's clear these two together. White woman,
Judge too. Don't you gotta,
judge. If you can't control yourself to not be in that type of situation, you may need some time away from humans.
right.
You may need some time for reflection and some counseling to get that anger up out of you. Because there's a reason she said before she said guilty, I don't think you learned your, which means you keep coming back here, dude.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm
Yeah.
not one of them dudes that's going, I'm not one of them dudes that's going, nah, he a brother, they did him dirty. Dude, we could have said all that had you just took your sentence and left out and gone, well, first of all, it would have been news, but then you just took your sentence and just got out. And if we thought that the case was foul, like the Jonathan Majors jump, where you had clear evidence that dude was trying to get away from Shorty and you still find him guilty, nah, we're going to support you. But,
Yeah.
bro, you literally proved this woman's case.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's very sad, and it's just unfortunate that this. It's not even
That ain't
unfortunate.
sad. That is not even sad to me. That's stupidity at its finest. Whoever raised him, you didn't do that brother no services, because you probably knew he had a temper issue or something like that. Why didn't you get that boy some help? Why did you think, oh, he'll just get over it, or he'll work it out, or he'll man up and suck stuff? Look where he at now. Whoever his parents are, or whoever raised him, did a disservice to that boy by not getting him some support when he needed it, because now that boy is the talk of the town. Man, you leap to a judge in a single bound.
Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty much. Golly.
He could have played Black Superman.
I hope he keeps that same energy in prison. He's gonna need it, because it's not. It's gonna be a lot of booty warriors in there. It's gonna be a lot of.
Bruh, I'm gonna tell you, if that man has no fear to jump and hit a white woman judge, I think he'll fight some cats in there.
I think you're gonna have to fight. You're gonna have to fight to keep that that whole version.
I don't think nobody going to do. I hope. I mean, like that is generally a misconception about prison, is that everybody gets raped. I mean, we see the booty warrior and all that. And we laugh about it, but no, it has happened before. But
yeah, that's a real guy. You go on YouTube, hey, booty, oh shit, this nigga's real. When I saw that, talk about scared straight.
no, because I mean, like there is a thing called like holding pockets. Like if you see a man holding another man's pockets in jail, yeah, that butt got took.
yeah, but some of them you take by force, and they not even like really.
No, that's what I'm saying. That took by force.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, nope. Nope.
Because I saw a video. I saw a video of this black dude, like YouTube. They be talking about prison stories. And I was like, I don't know. I looked at it. And he was like, he saw this white kid in prison, and he tried to hit the white kid to like, hey, yo, don't take anything from dude. And the white kid was like, nah, it's all good. That's my friend. Nah. And he's like, nah, dude, don't take nothing from them, and stay clear of this and blah blah blah. Nah. Then all of a sudden, one night, all you hear is, no, please, oh. And then all of a sudden, the next day, homeboy got fresh bruises on him, head down, walking next to the dude that got him, and just, getting, yatched. So, he turned into, turned from Matt to Matilda.
Yeah, It's a scary predicament, man. Telling you, you don't want to get your manhood taken from you. You know.
Well, don't go to
So,
jail to put yourself in that position.
go to jail, put yourself in that position because there's only so much fight you got in you. You know.
Look, I remember I was talking to a common friend of ours who we knew. Well, let me take him out of the equation. No, he was part of it because I was having a conversation with him. But it was about a common girl that me and you discussed that we had both liked, and her baby daddy. So her baby daddy did a stint in prison. And when we was in Norfolk, I guess he had got out and he came up to see her. And we saw him, we met him. Hey, what's up? Blah, blah, blah.
Mhm.
We found out about 4 or 5 months later, he self-terminated. And
Oh shit.
what happened was he was out in them streets doing that dumb thing, selling them things. And
Yeah.
the cops came and he ran into the bathroom and said, I guess was like, yo, I'm not going back. Right?
Damn.
And because the way he came off when me and our mutual partner was talking about it was like he was like, yeah, man, I did jail, man. It was nothing. Nah, 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 nah. But you ain't want to go back. You were so adamant in not going back. You self-terminated.
Jeez.
Me and I'm in our mutual partner I talked to was like, they must have got him because the way he was coming off, like big boisterous, da, 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 prison ain't nothing happened to me, Like, dude, we ain't even asked you all that. But it's just it was like he was projecting. You know what I'm saying? But we of course, we don't know what was going on. But then all of a sudden, you so terrified to go back. First of all, we was like, why'd you go back to doing that dumb crap in the first place to even put yourself in that position? But if you're so terrified of going back to end it all, something happened in that prison that you didn't want to experience ever again.
Mm-hmm. They done took his manhood or something. I don't know.
And some of these Jeromes be coming out Geraldine.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand, man. That shit, it's not for everybody. That shit ain't for everybody.
Bro, I'm sorry. You couldn't do that to me. I would look, the moment everybody go to sleep, like the roommates getting sliced, like everybody is just gone. Like y'all might as well just execute me after that, because if that happens to me, I'm on vengeance now. Like y'all ain't just go just degrade me like that and then think that I'm not coming back stabbing everything walking
and stuff.
like everything. Yo, put him in the deepest, darkest hole. Yes, please, because if I come out, like that's it. I'm turning straight to Michael Myers. You like.
Yeah, I'll probably be the same way, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'll be on that time. I'll be like, look, be playboy. This ain't no Diddy party.
Yo, I go like I watched this movie called Animal 2 with Ving Rhames. It's about Ving Rhames. He goes to prison for his son, whatever. And the roommate that when Ving Rhames comes into the room, he's like, I just want you to know, man, ain't no ass cracking gonna be happening. Because if any ass cracking is happening, Ain't nobody gonna sleep a wink, not a wink.
Oh man.
I was like, yo, but that's like I ain't gonna lie, that's some real joke. Look, you could probably fight off 1 or 2 or 3 people, babe. If you got 4 or 5 people, like, and you can't do nothing about that, man, I might go psychotic.
That's pretty much it, man. It's a terrible situation to be, you know.
We gotta stop talking about this. This just got kind of off.
You're gonna be in there like you're gonna be in there talking about guard.
Dog, no, I couldn't even do that. Like, because that just it makes it worse. Like, imagine getting. I don't even want to go there no more. Let's get off of this. Like, I don't even want to imagine it because it's never gonna happen. So I don't even want to imagine it happening. Let's move on. But yeah, I think that's the end of the episode. We ended the episode off the Booty Warrior segment.
If y'all don't take anything from this episode, man, make sure you're not in that situation. You don't want to be in a situation where, in that type of situation, where your manhood is in jeopardy. You know, where you want to go. If you're gonna go to prison, make sure your version whole.
I would say this. Words of wisdom. If you think that you're a pretty boy, if you very short, if you feel like you might not be able to defend yourself or something like that, don't do anything illegal. Do not do anything illegal to put you in a position where that might have to be tested. Like, if I ever went to prison, as you know, it's gonna take a couple people to try to get me, and I'm gonna be throwing people over the rail. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not no small weak dude.
You might be all right, now.
Like,
for example, Tory Lanez is in there. He's about the same height as Kevin Hart. So, hope that brother's doing okay.
But at the same time, wait, did they say how many years he gets?
I think he got about 6 years in prison.
Okay, which means he'll probably do 3. And the thing about it though is when he gets out, he's going to, and depending on if the appeal goes through, he might get out earlier than that. Because remember, I mean, I think 6ix9ine was supposed to be even with his agreement. I think he was still supposed to be in there for like 5 or 6 or 7 years, and he got out after like a year or so. But the one thing you got to remember too is Tory Lanez is still popping, Lord, and he's still famous. So you're better off protecting the boy so that when he gets out, hey, yo, look out for me when I get on the outside. And then on top of that, who's to say he's not? Hey, yo, all y'all, how much money y'all need, on commissary or whatever, protect me in this joint.
He's paying for protection.
Dog, if I'm Tory Lanez and I got a couple M's on me, hey, yo, every month I'll throw I'll throw a stack on your books. Like I'll get like 2 or 3 people. Here's a stack on your books. Because guess what? His music is still moving. His stuff is still playing. He's still streaming. He's still getting revenue. So it's not like he's just throwing money away and just losing his money. He's dropping. It's let me get like 3 of y'all, 3 of the biggest, toughest dudes in here. What you need? 2,000 a month, 2,000 a month, 2,000 a month, so 6,000 a month. Bet that. I put that on y'all books every month. Watch these cats. Make sure I'm safe. That's it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I mean, what I'm saying, after everything, and it's unfortunate because I'm actually I think he's a pretty good artist. I think he has a lot of potential.
Oh yeah, no, he's I think he's a great artist, and I'm looking forward to when he get out. I mean, luckily enough, actually, let me see, how old is Tory? So Tory Lanez is 31. So by the time, like, all right, let's say if he did the whole 6, he's getting out at 37. And if he does 3, he gets out at 34. And if he does 1, 32. Man, he's still got a whole lot of career left.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just keep yourself out of trouble. See, the one person I'm most disappointed in is Mystical. You got sentenced to 8 years, got out, and went back for the same daggone crap.
Oh, you're right. What do you got, like 20 or 30 for the second sentence?
Good question. Let's see.
Mr. Shake It Fast. Watch yourself.
Okay, so he served 6 years the first. And then it says he's I guess facing life. But that was back in 2020.
Oh shit.
So I think he's still going through his
trial.
His case. Yeah, trial. Let me see. I called. Wait. New Orleans rapper arrested, accused. In jail. More than change. Michigan undergag border remains unbarred. So he's just behind bars, and they haven't got to his case yet.
Mm.
But I mean, now, because my thing is, dude, if they so-called got me for rape the first time, and whether he's innocent or guilty, that's just, I mean, what they know. I mean, because only they know. But if you serve 6 years, bro, I am not putting myself in no position for anybody to try to accuse me of that again.
Facts.
So, what did you do to put yourself in that position again? Because if I get out of jail from some type of thing like that and I'm getting my career back on track, bruh, I'm not going to clubs. I'll go to a club, perform, and I go home. I'm not going to club bars, nothing. I'm just doing music and I'm home. I'm surrounding myself with people I trust, and that's, dude, I think he got a little too comfortable and he started moving a little reckless again, and then somebody came up with the oops, he did this to me.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it twice either. That's crazy. First off, can't condone rape or
Never
in any shape or form. Like that's one of the worst things that a person could do to somebody. But to do it twice is just like, clearly he didn't learn his lesson. He didn't take his freedom.
Well, it might not even be that. I mean, because some people accuse just to accuse and hope they get something out of it. So
they do.
I'm gonna wait for the case. I mean, for the trial, and I want to hear what's happening in this trial and what evidence they have. Now, if that's it's some damning evidence, then this dude, you might just have a problem. Like, what?
Yeah, because you have to, and then you don't know what situation or context. You know what I'm saying? It could be, I don't know. It could have been consensual at first, and then maybe the woman wanted to stop, and he was just like,
I don't know. I don't even want to go that far and think about it. But I like I said, I'm gonna just wait for. We got to get away from prison. We got to get away from it. We've been here too long.
We don't
man. Look, we're stopping this right here, right now. Yo, it's been a great episode. Because if we continue this episode, somehow we go and start assuming everybody in jail is playing the carousel with the booty, and so I don't want to keep going here no more. So, yeah, man, it's been a great first episode. We back at man. It's great to be back, and we'll be back next week, man. So it's your boy Sonny,
This your boy Karma.
and we out this. Oh, and about the microphone issues on his side, man, just blame it on a rainstorm. We're gonna get that junk right next time. But yeah, peace.
Peace.